Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. When this was announced in 2019 on May the 4th, get it, every adult version came in their pants. Released on the 15th of November 2019, I had it downloaded and ready to go for the midnight release. And that's where this train wreck starts. Not here, or even here, but here. The point in time where I decided to platinum it. So anyway, it went on to win some shitty awards that no one cares about, and by some fucking miracle got a 9 out of 10 on Steam. Remember those virgins coming in their pants? They probably have it on Steam. But want to sell shit to people, and for people to think it's good? Slap Star Wars on it. Tried and tested since 1977. Developed by Respawn Entertainment, the guys behind Titanfall and Apex Legends, and published by EA, the guys behind you, fucking you dry. Fallen Order was a surprise single-player title amongst the sea of multiplayer money machines EA owns. This led to rumours, also known as facts, that Disney was pissed what EA has been doing with the Star Wars license, and basically EA was forced to make something good and single player or lose the license. Before I go on, I'm going to be going into the story pretty hard at some point, so if you want to play this, then fuck off and go disappoint yourself now before blaming me.
For now.
Not so long ago, in this very galaxy, an absolute masterpiece of a video game was released. I'm not talking about this piece of shit, I'm talking about Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Sekiro? Released on the 22nd of March 2019, developed by the gods walking amongst us at From Software, it went on to win Game of the Year. The reason I bring this up is because the sheer amount of media outlets and people on social media comparing this shit to this specific game. Sure, it's like basically the same game. Yeah, if pushing a whole fruit up your arse is the same as eating it. This game has all the traits of a Star Wars story. We have a cool unique ship, a ragtag crew, we have a droid we developed an unhealthy emotional connection with. Fucking BB-8, oh my god! And major fucking spoilers in the next 3 seconds. This motherfucker. We follow Cal Kestis. Is that even his name? Is it Cal Kestis? Kestis. Padawan, 5 years after Order 66. Cal is working as a scrapper and is forced to use his force powers to save his mate. This alerts the Empire and starts our journey. We get rescued, end up in touch with the Force again, find out about this data bank holocron thing that's got the location of Force-sensitive kids, and with that, our quest to rebuild the Jedi Order is on. All the while, we're getting chased down by the Inquisitors, dark side Force users, but not Sith, because you can't be breaking the rule of two. I do quite like the characters. The motion cap's a little uncomfortably weird, but I mean, they're quirky enough. They all feel like the guys you would see in the Star Wars universe. The main Inquisitor we deal with is the Second Sister. How fucking cool of a name is that? It's like some 80s synth goth group, and we've even got some great plot twisty moments, very fitting of Star Wars. No, Cal. I was her apprentice. No! I mean, you can tell it's setting up a series, and like, overall, I mean, the story isn't bad on its own. So well done, writers, you're holding up a polished shit. It's all about the game, and how you play it. I've already spoken about the comparisons to Sekiro that the media pushed, but as usual, mainstream media is fucking wrong. I guess just looking at it, you can kind of see a resemblance, but I could say I resemble Dominic Cummings, and one of us is a real piece of shit. But this game feels more like EA were panicking, aware that they might lose the license if this isn't good, because they fucking crammed every game series in this. Just playing it, you can feel the other games like Dark Souls, Metroid Prime, Castlevania, Uncharted and Tomb Raider, the new God of War, I guess. But then again, I think the new God of War is shit too. But this just feels like a playable mess. Just shit copy-pasted together. If there was a game that accurately compares to my A-levels, this is it. But make sure to take out just enough to make it your own. Like fucking fast travel for some reason. You know what I love the most about shit level design? Backtracking the entire fucking way through it with nothing new. Just pegging it back to the ship to fuck off to the next planet with the next fucking labyrinth. Even in single player, I can't help but feel the dry dick of EA pushing its way in. Adding on to shit level design is shit exploration design as well. Here's some sped up footage of me trying to fucking find my way out of this area. When you learn how to force push or pull, you're conditioned to use it on these walls that are lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. At no other point in the game does it do this where it's the floor to get through it. Combat has no real depth to it, just try and dodge and hit back. Unless you're surrounded, then just bust out playing Tekken with your siblings from the 90s and beat that controller like it owes you an apology. Speaking of the enemies as well, they're quite repetitive. I can see why the Empire class are, and that makes a lot of sense. But the wildlife and shit, they had complete free reign, yet we're just fighting the same space goats in the Hollowed from Dark Souls. the boss fights are probably the biggest letdown. The first one you're thrown in is quite exciting. It's very early game and it seems like it might be a challenge. Then bam, health bar goes down a little bit and we'll get a cutscene. That's it. Fight's over. Why? I get you don't want that specific character to die yet, so like, don't kill them. Don't tease me with this entire fucking health bar. It does it the entire game. Like, fucking let me feel like I've actually won the fight, or even had a fight, and then play the same cutscene you want. I can see it from their shoes that they want it to play out logically, like, oh well, if you get the health bar all the way down, that person's dead, so we're saving this fight for later on. Alright then, explain the fucking last fight. You finally get to the bitch, get the health bar all the way down, and then good old Mr. Big Dick comes in and steals your kill. Fuck's sake. Boss fights were a heap of shit anyway. There was nowhere near enough of them, and you fight the same cunt loads. Look at this. This security droid is introduced as a boss, and you take him down. And then, on the same fucking level, the floor up, you fight him as a normal mob. And then again later on in the level. Why? Could you not think of a unique boss to put here? Did you just have to fucking cram one in? And to top it off, the game has the cheek to show this bad lad, look at the fucking size of him, gives him some background or two, but do we fight him, or even get up close to see him? No, fuck you. Finally with the gameplay, we'll get onto the Banjo-Kazooie shit. Fucking love Banjo-Kazooie as a kid, still do, but we can all agree it's a fucking collectathon, just picking up shit for the sake of picking it up. This is the real grind of the game. For a game that gets compared to Souls so much, it should be a challenge first and collect shit second, not for the collecting of the shit to be the fucking challenge. Now you can argue the collectibles in this game have more use for things like customization, but fuck, when the textures pop in like this, you can't tell me the cosmetics mean shit. This brings me on to my biggest point, a point that some people playing on other platforms won't even know about. This game's been out for just over 6 months now, and the PlayStation 4 version is still fucking unfinished. Have you ever felt like you boot up a game knowing it was out on the sesh the night before, so it's feeling a bit rough and you're walking around a bit too quick and then all of a sudden... Can you believe this is the latest patch? And it's like this all the fucking time. Every scene, I just can't hack it. I have seen it work better on other platforms. Still not great, but the PlayStation 4 especially seems to have the most faults. So glad that's what I'm playing it on. So rather than delay the game, or even just on this platform, to make sure it works just as well as the others, EA said, fuck you, we want the money now. And we're still not going to fix it. Now it's easy to try and blame the system, but this is a system that plays Sekiro just fine. The game is just as large and a lot prettier. It plays Bloodborne great, Spider-Man, PS4. Let's face it, it's not the fucking platform, it's the fucking game. The textures look like trash, so let's just put it there. So with the textures and physics being like this throughout, and no signs of a patch coming out to fix this shit, people will still defend it, because it's Star Wars. You know what else was Star Wars? The holiday special. Fuck off. Working my way through the game, most of the trophies make sense. Completing just the story nets you around half the completion. Other trophies encourage you to use the powers you've been picking up in particular ways. This trophy for getting kicked encourages you to find a move that an enemy would never normally use. This trophy encourages exploration in secret areas, exploring Alderaan places. Ha! Get it? Alderaan as in the planet in it. And it sounds like all the wrong places. For the guys that can't finish a fucking game before releasing it, you've all got a real fucking sense of humour, cunts. Completion isn't hard, it's just a grind. Finding all chests and secrets would have been a breeze with fast travel. They've obviously taken it out of the game on purpose to give it artificial challenge. Fucking Zepho, my god, this planet alone, what a time sink. This game on PS4 is a fucking mess. You could argue I might have expected too much from this game, but I really don't think I was wrong to expect more than this. It's a AAA title with proven developers and publishers. How can it be so unfinished? Why is this now a fucking trend? Like, delay a game. A delayed game will eventually be good, but this rushed shit, just get rid. And Disney, I'm sure I've mentioned the word Star Wars enough in a video on YouTube that some cronies stumbled upon it. So if you're listening, give this series to someone other than EA. The story is decent. Don't let this shit happen again. Bring back the good Star Wars games. The shit pile is big enough, it's time to flush it, and I feel this series could probably be saved. I guess my advice at the minute is don't play this game, wait till 20 years when the fucking remastered version comes out. Thanks for checking out my complaint of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe and follow my Twitch channel where I'm currently trying to get the world's fucking worst trophy on Crash Bandicoot, the game I actually like, and hopefully see you next time.
Bye bye.